Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to do something slightly different with you all. So I am doing my top 5 mods of the month. Basically this means I'm going to go through 5 mods which I think aren't as famous as some of the other mods you've seen me review, but are some mods that I use frequently and I really enjoy playing. So get ready, because I'm about to show you 5 of my favourite mods of all time that I play with constantly. So the first mod that I'm going to be showcasing is Journey Map. Now as you can see on my screen, this mod displays a map on my screen. Now this map is basically an overview of, or a bird's eye view of all the explored land I have been through. So you can see all the biomes, all the blocks, all the villages, anything that you have even built, and it will keep updating every time you go back to the place that you are looking at. Now, as you can see, I can zoom in, zoom out, and even change it to be nighttime on the map. Or I can, drag it around to see more. I can zoom in, and the best thing about the nighttime mode is you can see light sources, such as lava pools, villages, nether portals, or ruined nether portals, I should say. And there are loads of different modes that you can set it to, such as the height mode. This one will display how high or low the terrain is. So if it's white, it's really high up, and if it's, well, green, it's really low down. The blue obviously means bodies of water, so we can ignore that. Now, as you can see, this is the regular one, the daytime one. This is what I normally have mine set to, but you can change it by pressing the keybind you have pressed. Now, if you wanted to set a waypoint, for example, or basically a little marker on the map saying this is where your new home is, you double click on the map where you want it to go. You can change its colour, so I'm going to set it to be red, and you just click save. Now, once you've clicked save, you can see on the map, on my map, that there is the little marker new home. Now, obviously, I will be able to see that no matter where I am if I just close out of my map, like so. Then you will be able to see in the top right hand corner there is my little mini map, which is always displaying unless you turn it off in the settings. And if you can see on the left hand side of the mini map, you can see the little red waypoint. Now that means that I can also see it in front of my face, and it will display the name of the waypoint and how far away I am. It also appears as a beacon, so just to help you try and figure out where you are. And once you get close to that waypoint, the beacon will actually disappear, because obviously you don't want a beacon being right next to your new home, do you? And that would be quite annoying. However, if you do get more than 5 meters away or 5 blocks away, the beacon will come back, which could be annoying. And if you just wanted to build your new home here, well, there is a little tip. So if you go back to the waypoint, all you have to do is double click on the marker again and click the remove button, and voila, it is gone. Oh, but that's not all. There are still so many more features. So as you can see, on the map, you can see these little red markers or pings and these little grey markers. The red markers correspond to bad, hostile entities in the world, and the grey markers correspond to peaceful or neutral entities in the world, such as horses. Now this is really good if you're trying to find animals, or if you're just trying to stay away from mobs that could potentially hurt you. And if you fly away, as you'll be able to see, the pings slowly fade away until they are not on your screen anymore. Now this is really useful in case you are really low health and you don't want to get shot by a skeleton or, killed by a zombie. You can see where all the mobs are. Now, if you look in the bottom of my screen, you can see that it's displaying the block that I'm looking at. So if I scrolled in, as you can see, my mouse is hovering over these grey pixels, which are actually stone blocks. It will display that at the bottom of my screen so that I know whether this is, well, grass, whether this is leaves, or what actually I'm looking at. Now, if you don't want those little pings to pop up, you can click some of these buttons at the top, which will display or change what's being displayed on the map, such as showing villagers, or showing your tamed animals, showing random animals, passive mobs, or showing hostile mobs. This is really useful in case you don't want all these pings cluttering up your map, in case you're in creative mode, for example, because they aren't going to hurt you. You can also change the way that the map looks at the top, or by clicking the left bracket button, as in the square bracket, not the Shift 9 button. So, you can also, one of my favourite parts of this mod is you can set it to show caves. Obviously in this world I haven't actually been in any caves, so it won't display anything, but if you've been in caves and you're trying to get out of the cave, you can display the caves, which will help you get out of the cave. I think that's a really useful feature because I am constantly getting lost in caves. Anyway, the second mod is, as you may be able to tell behind me, Biomes O'Plenty. Biomes O'Plenty adds hundreds of new biomes to your world to spruce it up a little bit more, in case you're getting bored of the regular vanilla Minecraft biomes. Now, as you can see behind me, there is some quite strange looking grass, and that is because it's called high grass. Now, Biomes O'Plenty is really good at trying to blend these biomes together. It won't be a harsh transition from one to the other, it'll be quite smooth. And that's because Biomes O'Plenty requires the Terra Blender mod to function, which basically the point of that mod is it will merge it all nice and smoothly. Now, there are loads of add-ons for Biomes O'Plenty to give it even more biomes to add to your world, but I won't just be displaying any of those. So as you can see right now, I am in the grassland biome. That means that I have, well, it displays it in the normal F3 menu. Now this is high grass, and this is just basically regular grass that can grow, well, high. If you're in creative mode, there is a little tab filled to the brim with every single new block that the Biomes O'Plenty mod adds. It won't display the biomes though, you have to find those on your own. Now, it will display things like all the new wood variants, strings, cobwebs, anything you can craft out of the wood variants, the saplings for the wood trees. Honestly, there are so many new wood variants because of this mod that building possibilities have just expanded by a lot. Now, this mod is super good if you're a builder, because you get all these new blocks to build with, but really good for explorers as well. Paired with the Journey Map mod, this mod will make your world so much more pretty and so much more aesthetic to look at, because instead of having these boring old jungle biomes or the birchwood forest biomes, you've got these new cool tall grass biomes. You can also find flowers such as daffodils or water lilies in these new biomes that you go to. Now, I'm going to display another biome that I found quite close to my world, and it does, however, look like a jungle, but as you can see, the jungle is over there, and this doesn't have any of the vines or anything. Wonder why? Well, that's actually because there is a mahogany wood. Now, this is the new mahogany biome, and I actually love the new mahogany wood. It's so pretty, and it can be crafted into some beautiful wooden things, such as doors, planks, boats as well. But this is, yet again, one of the many biomes that this mod adds to your world, and this is possibly my favourite mod on the list at the moment, because it makes my world so much more pretty and appeasing to look at, and do expect me to be using this mod in the future for newer videos that I will be making, because this is a mod, such a good mod, and it is worthy to be on this list. So, we're on to the third mod now, and this third mod is more funny than practical, but it's still practical as well. So, have you ever been trying to capture an animal or put it in a pen, but it keeps escaping, and specifically for those newer players, you don't have the food to get it back in? Well, this works for any mob that's at all. If you shift right click on this creeper, for example, left shift, make sure it's left shift, and right click, yes, I have just picked up the creeper. I will be able to move around with the creeper, I can fly in creative mode, but I cannot switch my inventory slots. As you can see, I am locked in the hotbar slot 1 because I'm holding the creeper. Now, in survival mode, I do believe that the creeper would still blow up on you, but because I'm in creative, that's why it's not exploding on me. Now, if I wanted to get rid of the creeper, all I have to do is look at a block down here and shift right click, and the creeper will be placed back down below. Now, if you're holding the mob, they cannot like just automatically drop out of your inventory unless you place them down yourself on a block. This will also work for mobs such as sheep. Shift, right click, and I have the sheep in my inventory. Which also is kind of funny because they do shrink quite a bit to fit within your arms, but still, this mod is brilliant for helping out with farmers. So the fourth mod on this 5 mod list is Just Enough Items. So anyone who's been watching my channel for a while will know I use this mod a lot. It is a really good GUI mod, and it displays all the blocks that can be found in your world. It sometimes displays items too, depending on whether you've set that in the config menu. Now, don't worry your little head if you're a modder. Mods are compatible with this mod, so any mods such as Farmers Delight or Create will appear, any blocks that they add will appear in the JEI menu. Now, one of the features about JEI is it will tell you how to craft all these blocks. If you clicked on the block on the right hand side of your screen, it will pop up displaying the crafting menu. It can also display things such as how many items it will burn in a furnace, whether you can use it in a cauldron, whether you can use it in a brewing stand or in an anvil, anything like that. Basically, how you can use this block. There are add-ons for Just Enough Items which can display other things such as mob drops, things like that, but I won't be displaying that because there are too many of them to showcase. Now, this mod is so cool because it's compatible with pretty much any mod, and it only appears when you open up your inventory. It isn't just always there. Now, if you can't see it, that's because your GUI scale is too high, so maybe turn it down and it should appear on your right hand side of the screen. Now, the next mod I would like to mention is the Sound Physics Remastered mod. Now, this mod is usually used with a simple voice chat mod. The simple voice chat mod allows you to talk to your friends while playing Minecraft, sort of like an in-game voice chat system. Now, the way that the simple voice chat mod works is it can change different modes. You can have it so that you can talk no matter how far apart you two are, or however many players there are you're talking to, or it can do proximity chat, which means if you are close to the person, you'll be able to hear them. Now, the whole point of the Sound Physics Remastered mod is that it changes the way you hear things, such as if you're in a cave. Right now in vanilla Minecraft, the only new things that you can hear are, well, any mobs or the cave ambiance sounds, which aren't particularly good, but if you had this mod, all the sounds you would hear are echoed, and it alters sounds like that, such as if you were, I don't know, trying to hear something through a wall, it would dampen the sound, or depending on what blocks are around, it might change the way that it sounds, things like that. Now, there is a YouTube video on the website on CurseForge. I'm downloading all these mods off of CurseForge right now. However, I'm not going to be able to play it due to copyright reasons, but if you are interested in the mod, make sure to watch this video. Now, a quick disclaimer, I haven't made any of these mods, and I have found all of them on CurseForge. This video is also not sponsored by CurseForge or any of these mod creators, so just putting that out there. Now, the Sound Physics mod is a Fabric mod, but all the other mods are Forge, and I believe some of them can be on Fabric as well. So make sure you check whether you are playing on Fabric or Forge. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this video today. It really means a lot that you watched the whole video the whole way through, but I would just like to mention that I will not be uploading another video next week as I am away on holiday. So anyway, thank you guys, and I would just like to make a mention that we are so close to 100 subscribers, and thank you guys so much for all the support. It's really brilliant to see this community that's been forming. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and bye!